Real Madrid may be about to make one of the boldest decisions in recent years. Florentino Pérez has a plan, and he involves no less than Mbappé taking the place of Vinícius Jr. and the arrival of a new star to reinforce the Merengue attack. The target? Viktor Gyökeres, Sporting's Swedish scorer that is destroying the opposing defenses this season. But is this change really the best option for Real Madrid? Does it give up Vinícius Jr., one of the club's greatest recent idols, in the name of a tactical adjustment, makes sense? Or can this restructuring end up damaging the chemistry of the team? Let's look at this possible new scenario together, understand how Gyökeres would fit this team, and what that means to the rise of Mbappé in Spain. Before continuing, already leaves the like, subscribes to the channel, and activates the bell so as not to lose any news of European football. Real Madrid already begins to sketch the next steps for the future. The club's great asset is the arrival of Kylian Mbappé, who will finally wear the white shirt next season. But that raises a tactical dilemma. Where will exactly play? Florentino Pérez and the coaching staff believe that Mbappé yields much more acting on the left side of the attack, exactly where Vinícius Jr. shines since his ascension. And that's where the situation gets complicated. Is there room for both of them in the same tactical scheme? Or does anyone have to give in? And it is in this context that the possibility of a major change arises. Saudi football is eyeing Vinícius Jr. and wants to make him the highest-paid player in the world. The figures are astronomical, worthy of a lifetime contract, and this can swing the Brazilian. For now, Vini keeps focus on Real Madrid. He knows he is in a giant club and that his career still has a lot to yield in Europe. But Florentino Pérez, always a strategist, already thinks about what to do if this exit happens. And the plan, of course, bring Viktor Gyökeres, one of the most promising attackers in European football. The possible arrival of Gyökeres opens a new tactical perspective for Real Madrid. He is a physical center forward, strong in the air game, and with an impressive goal-bearing. His performances for Sporting this season caught the attention of big clubs, and Florentino Pérez believes it may be the missing piece to complete the Merengue puzzle. With the departure of Vinícius Jr., the team would play with Mbappé on the left end, Gyökeres as center forward, and Rodrigo on the right. This would mean a radical change in the offensive style of Real Madrid, which has been working without a reference 9 shirt for years. But would this change be beneficial? Real Madrid historically has always had great center forward, Ronaldo phenomenon, Raúl, Benzema, all players who made history as references in the attack. Since the departure of Benzema, the team is still looking for a substitute for the height, and Gyökeres may be that piece. On the other hand, giving up Vinícius Jr., wouldn't it be a very high risk? The Brazilian has become one of the pillars of Real Madrid, and his evolution in recent years has been impressive. He went from the promise criticized the consolidated star, being mainly responsible for carrying the team's attack on several occasions. In addition, the fans of Real Madrid ama Vinícius Jr. He has become a symbol of struggle and claw, someone who never hides in decisive times. A possible exit could generate huge discontent among the fans, who have already created a strong connection with Shirt 7. And then another point comes in. Would Gyökeres account for the responsibility to replace Vinícius? Spanish football is much more competitive than Portuguese, and the weight of wearing Real Madrid's shirt is incomparable. Many stars arrive at the Santiago Bernabéu and simply cannot yield due to pressure. Behind the scenes, the news of this possible movement has already begun to reverberate strongly in the Spanish press. The Fichajes portal was the first to disclose the information that Florentino Pérez sees Gyökeres as the ideal replacement for Vinícius if the Brazilian opts for Saudi Arabia. And of course, the opinions are divided. Some fans believe it would be a mistake to give up Vini, while others think this reformulation can be beneficial to the team. After all, Mbappé playing in his favorite position could further elevate Real Madrid's offensive level. Already on the side of Sporting, the possible exit of Gyökeres would be a great thud. He is the team's main scorer, and his transfer to Real Madrid would be a huge leap in his career. But is he ready for this challenge? Meanwhile, Vinícius Jr. remains focused on the present. The Brazilian is aware of speculation, but his priority continues to shine for Real Madrid. However, we know how the football market works. If a truly undeniable offer appears, everything can change quickly. And now, the big question: does Real Madrid plan make sense? The departure of Vinícius Jr. would make room for a new tactical scheme with Mbappé and Gyökeres, but is this the best decision for the club? Would Mbappé really yield more at the left end? Is Gyökeres capable of becoming a starting forward at Real Madrid? Or can this movement end up hurting the team by taking one of the most important players of recent years? And about Vinícius Jr., do you think he should resist the temptation of Saudi football, or this may be a great opportunity for his career? Comment down here your opinion, because this story will still give a lot to talk about. Oh, and don't forget, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and leave the like to follow all the news of European football. Who do you think will be the star of the show for Real Madrid this season? Vinícius Jr. Will the Brazilian star shine even brighter? Kylian Mbappé. Will the new French Galactico dominate La Liga? Jude Bellingham? Will the English midfielder continue to be decisive? Another player. Who will be the team's surprise? Comment below. Vote and tell us why you chose this player.